So security, now again you can see all these things are theoretical, okay? So practical aspects, that is later. So security in IT is for what? Is regarding data security. How you can protect your data. So basically your intention is to guard your data by unintentional or unauthorized access. Okay? So that means you should allow only intentional authorized access. Okay? By mistake also anyone can step into your data and they can see it. Change or destruction. Okay? So these are things that you are protecting. Unauthorized access. Unauthorized access, unauthorized modification of data, or destruction of data. Okay? And one of the common and famous method for protecting your data is encryption. You may have heard about it. Okay? So encryption, what? Encryption is a method to encode information in such a manner that unwanted people or people who are not supposed to access the data, okay, or in other words hackers, for them it will be in an unreadable format.
Cipher.
Yeah, it will be cipher. So that is data encryption. See, normally, say for example, now you can have different types of data, right? Now this is just text data. Okay, now it can apply to any type of data. It can be text or it can be a map, image, video, audio, whatever be the kind of data. It will be encrypted. Encrypted means all the people will see is the, the distorted form of data. Means they can't read it, they can't open it, they can't see what it is. But the data is there. Okay, but it's mismatched. So normally we use encryption for data in transit. Okay, so if you want, now we normally don't encrypt our hard disk now, right? Maybe corporates they do, but our hard disks, our flash drives, we don't encrypt it. We just open it. Anyone can get our hard disk, they can take our data, right? We don't encrypt it. But you can encrypt it. Normally this encryption is done for data in transit. It is whenever you search something in Google, whenever you do Facebook, okay, you will find this HTTPS, right? Whenever you do things, you find HTTPS in the protocol. So if you see HTTPS, that means there is encryption. Okay, if you don't see HTTPS or just HTTP, there is no encryption. Right? So here you see HTTPS, right? So S means secure, that means there is encryption happening. Okay? That means whatever data that you are entering, and it's going to the server in an encrypted fashion. Okay? So that's one way of ensuring whether your data is encrypted or not. Okay, now this concept of encryption is called cryptography. Okay, cryptography. Now that's it's not a new concept. It's not new to us. It's actually very old, maybe thousands of years old. This concept, because in olden days people used to do this cryptography. When sending messages from one country to another country, people are sending messages, so they used to encrypt it. Okay, and in order to do encryption, there should be a logic. Okay, so maybe say for example, if this is your message, okay, maybe instead of this E you may put the @ sign. Maybe instead of this T you may put A. Maybe instead of this R you may put number 1. Okay, but there will be a logic of why that one came in that place. There will be a mathematical equation, mathematical formula. Because if you just do mismatch, then even you cannot reverse it, right? So there will be a mathematical formula or logic. So that logic is called the key. Key. Whoever has the key, only that person can decode it or decipher it. Okay, so that key will be present both in the source and the destination of the legitimate devices. Okay, so that key is sometimes called certificate, key, signature. There are different versions of it.
Public
You have it, public key, private key, digital signature. All this concept is that key. Okay. Now, in our case, in this, now in the olden days, the keys were very simple. Like they use something called shift by 3 algorithm or something like that. Algorithm logic all the same, right? Shift by 3 means if you want to write A, you will not write A. You will write B, C, D. That's shift by 3. Okay, so that's a simple algorithm. But nowadays the algorithms are very complex, okay, and these algorithms are patterned. Like Microsoft has an algorithm called, maybe you heard SHA-1, SHA-2, and then DES, RSA. Have you heard of these algorithms? Maybe when you configure things you will know. Okay, so these are the algorithms or the logics of Microsoft, IBM, Dell, these kind of companies. Okay. So anything you encrypt using these algorithms, it's called hashing. Okay, the text will be hashed and you cannot reverse it. If you want to reverse it, you should put that key. And that what is the logic, only that company knows. So actually we are trusting Microsoft and IBM, these kind of companies. If they want, they can easily hack our data because they own the logic. Okay, they own the key. Okay. But of course there will be some influence of the government. Not our government, US government. Okay. So if US government wants, they can actually do anything they want. Okay, because everything that we do is encryption, right? And the source of this encryption I will show you if you want. I give this log sign, you will find this side settings right now. Where is that? Certificate. You need to find this. If I click this log sign, secure connection. Should show me the certificate information. Should actually show me from whom the certificate was purchased and all. I don't know why Chrome. Can you use browser? You see, you have this certificate, right? View certificate. So this certificate is from Google itself. The website is also from Google. The certificate or the key is also from Google. So how can you trust it? Google wants to hack our data, they can easily hack, right? See, Google Internet Authority. If you go in detail, you will find the algorithm, version number, signature, validity, it will be RSA. RS algorithm.
So how you view this one again?
I saw in Internet Explorer. Google Chrome I couldn't find it.
Okay.
Just click on the log sign. You will find it. Google Chrome also you can do it, but I think you can have to go to the settings and find it. You just click the log symbol, it will give you all the details about the algorithm. So that's all about that HTTPS S part. That means secure.
RS.
Yeah. So you can see the public key, right? That's RSA. And you can see 2048 bits. Okay, so that's basically, you can use the same algorithm and you can have 1024 bits or 512 bits. Okay, it depends. You're just making sure how strong you want. Okay, means 2048 is more stronger than 1024. Okay, you're adding more formulas to make it stronger. It's difficult to crack. Actually, it's crackable. Okay, this whatever algorithm they have, the mathematical formula they have put, it's crackable. But as of now, if you want to crack it, you need a lot of supercomputers to crack it, and it will take some years. So it's not practical, So that's why we just depend on it. Alright, so we use this encryption technique everywhere, okay? So that's what I want to tell you. Okay, now there are two types of encryption. Symmetric encryption and asymmetric encryption, or public key encryption. Yeah, symmetric means, I told you, right?
Yes.
The encryption, if you want to do encryption, you need a key, you need a logic. So in case of symmetric key encryption, for both encryption and decryption, you use the same logic or the same key. Like I told you, the shift by 3 algorithm. Let's say a king is sending a message. So this is the message. So the king encrypts the message and he sends to the other country through a messenger, right? So he encrypts the shift by 3 algorithm. He encrypts it. The other country receives it, and the other king also uses the same shift by 3 algorithm to decrypt it. So that is symmetric. You use the same logic or the same formula for both encryption and decryption, except you are just reversing it. Okay. Asymmetric or public key means you will have 2 keys. Yeah, you will have 2 keys. One will be the public key, the other one will be the private key. Okay. What you can encrypt by using public key, and you can decrypt using private key. And the thing that you encrypt using a public key can only be decrypted using the corresponding private key. Every public key will have a corresponding private key. Okay, every public key. So if I have a public key, there will be a matching private key for that. So if I encrypt using my public key, that can only be decrypted using the private key of that pair. Okay, and it's very simple, like your username and password. Okay, your username is the public key, your password is the private key. This public key will be known to anyone. Anyone, like your email address, everyone knows your email address, but password of the email address only you know, right? So if anyone wants to send me a mail, send me something, so they will use my public key, everyone knows my public key, and they will encrypt it, and they will send it to me. And when it receives, only I know my private key, so only I can use it to decrypt it. Okay, and all these things are, we don't actually see these things, we don't actually even notice these things. Okay, these are all built in, they are pre-programmed inside the softwares. Okay, inside the browsers, inside the Outlook, inside your messengers. Okay, even the WhatsApp now has encryption, right? Before it wasn't.
Yes.
Okay, all these things are pre-programmed inside. Okay. So those are the 2 ways. Normally, what do we do if you want to do this? They normally give an option, install the certificate. So basically, you are installing the private key. Okay. Whenever you configure something, say email or something, you have to install the certificate. So these things are more famous in corporates. Whenever you are sending a document, you have to sign the document using your private key or public key. Okay. Otherwise, it won't be a valid document. Okay. Especially when you take it to a court of law. Okay. There is a business deal, some problems happen, one company is suing another company. In those kind of situations, these encryption, these public key, these things are mandatory. Otherwise, the court will not accept it. It won't fall under the cyber crime. Okay. Alright, so that's encryption, okay? That's the basic concept. And then password or data recovery mechanisms. Secure recovery when required for deploying this kind of same. Yeah, in case if you want to recover passwords or data, okay, there is nothing much in that because you don't have the practical here. You know what is recovery, right? It can be either two ways. Either it can be accidentally deleted or physically the hard disk is destroyed or something like that. So these are the this is one method of recovering password, okay? Challenge or response. So for this, user is not required to carry a disk consisting of recovery encryption keys, secret data cannot be exchanged, or information cannot be sniffed. I don't know, it's a method, okay? I don't know how they do it. They're just giving them benefits. Disk encryption, you can encrypt your whole disk, hard disk or USB or CD disk you can encrypt. You can encrypt at the disk level or at the file system level. File system means at the operating system level, because file system is part of the operating system, right? Disk level means at the hardware level itself, which is more secure. You can have full disk encryption, not just read write, complete disk. So we have things like softwares like BitLocker drive encryption, okay? So we will do this when we come to Windows 8 portion. Right now it's just theoretical. There is actually a software which comes with Windows, using which you can encrypt the whole disk. And you can store the key in your USB or somewhere. So only if you plug in the USB you can actually access the disk. We will try that, okay? When we come to Windows, we will try that. Data wiping. So what do you mean by data wiping?
Cleaning the data.
Yeah, it's basically it's a known fact that like if you have a hard disk, okay, and let's say you are going to sell your laptop or whatever, okay. So what do you do? Before you sell, what do you format it, right? And then you sell it. So what do you think? Still people can't recover the data?
I think yes.
They can recover the data because whenever you delete something, actually it's not deleted. Its memory address is changed. Okay, because the signal or the what do you say that? The bits still in that same place. You just change the memory address so that the computer does not know how to find it. That's it. When you delete it. Okay. So if you want to recover it, actually people can recover it. No matter how many times you format, people can recover it.
So,
There are recovery softwares. You have ASUS recovery software. You will find it. Okay, so it is better to. There are some software programs that will do the complete deletion, or the best way is to destroy the devices. So these are the different destruction procedures. Overwriting hard drives for sanitations. Disposing hard drives for sanitation. Physical destruction procedures. If it is CD, DVD, we just destroy this. SSDs. Incinerate. Just burn it. Magnetic tape, you have to shred it. Okay. So the only ways you can destruct data. Paper base, you have paper shredders, right? And after you destroy it, you can recycle it. Now these IT equipments, they are not 100% recyclable. Okay, so it's a big issue for the environment, right? This IT waste. Whatever things you use. Types of recycling: sale, take back, exchange, e-cycling. Just a very general things. Recycling. Okay, then we come to firewall. Okay, hardware and software firewall. So you know what firewall is, right? Firewall is a program. The job of the program is to scan network traffic, incoming traffic and outgoing traffic. So this firewall is normally located in the boundary of the network. It normally has a gateway or a router, or it can also be in the PC. Now the firewall can be in two ways. It can be a software firewall or hardware firewall. Software firewall means you have a PC or a laptop or something and you install it. Normally it comes with the antivirus program. When you install antivirus, it will install the firewall also. That's software firewall. Hardware firewall means it's a different device. Okay, the program is burnt into the chips. Okay, that's hardware firewall. See, actually they say these things, the network layer, application layer. We did not study the N+, so we will not know what is network layer, application layer. Only after studying N+, we will know these things. We saw what is proxies, right? You can also use them as proxies. You can do NAT, network address translations. You haven't studied these things. These things comes later, okay? Now this is a hardware firewall. See, it's physical, it's a hardware. Just acts like a switch or a router. So firewall can very well be a router also. Okay, normally it's a router plus firewall. You will never find a separate firewall, only firewall. Okay, it always comes with a routing facility also. So where you can directly plug in your internet. Okay. So firewall is the first point of contact for your ISP line. There is no point in putting a firewall in the center of the network. Okay. Port security. These are things that come under the firewall. Port security means who is authorized to plug in this port. Okay. So you say this, there is one-to-one connection, right? So one connection is from ISP, the one connection is to the LAN. Okay. Now whoever is plugging into this LAN, only the authorized switch. See, this is a switch which is plugging into the LAN portion of the firewall. Only the authorized switch should be plugging. If somebody wants to come with the laptop and they plug in the laptop, that port will be shut down, or it will be disabled, or a message will be sent, something like that. That's port security. So only authorized people, authorized devices should plug into these ports. A lot of things you see. Backdoors. You know what is backdoor, right? Every backdoor is a vulnerability. Means maybe this firewall program has a backdoor. It's a secret of the manufacturer. If they are locked out, they can enter it. If somebody finds out their backdoor, they can get the full access. And there can be Trojans, botnets. Thought about these things? Trojans.
Virus.
It's a kind of virus. It's not virus. Trojans means Trojan actually what? It shows that it is a legitimate one. So the firewall cannot block it because it's coming from the valid IP or valid place.
And the botnet, sir, what is that?
Botnet means bot means it's like a robot.
AI.
Yeah. Botnet means what? Bots, botnets. How do you say that? It's a robot networks. Let's say for example. What is the common thing that we all do? Let's say you're downloading something on the internet, okay? You downloaded a movie or something using torrent. So this botnet unknowingly also got downloaded into your computer. So it will not do any harm to your computer. Okay? But it will, so like this millions of people have downloaded that thing. Okay? In all the millions of people's computers there is this bot. It won't do any harm to their computers, but it will contribute to attacking other servers.
Like adware?
Huh?
Like adware?
Yeah, like adware. It can be anything. Let's say you want to attack a server, okay? So you cannot single-handedly attack it. So you just install all the other computers botnets. So they jointly attack, like zombies. Okay, it's also called zombies.
Suppose parang gagamit natin computer power to hacking.
Yeah, because if one computer is blocked, the other bot can work. The other one blocked. That's the concept. You can add exceptions on firewall.
And that's
Just encryption, backups, data masking, data erasure. It's all terms here. There are different standards, okay? Whatever security that you implement, you can meet these standards. So ensure security in layers. And when we come to the network, theoretically, there are different layers. So you can implement the security in different layers, like routers, switches, firewalls, and then end devices, like that. Okay. Information security classification. How do you classify your information? Top secret, secret, confidential. It's all company policies. Unclassified. Social engineering. See, that is what? That is not. You know what is social engineering, right? So it's just some fancy terms, okay? Social means what? Being social, being friendly. Okay, so they are not actually really hacking things, okay? Maybe they may be chatting with you, okay, when you are playing games, okay, online games, you should chat with others, right? They're chatting with you, they're being nice, and then unknowingly they get your phone number, and then they may send WhatsApp messages and things like that, and then slowly they get your information, your email address.
Hackers.
Huh?
Yeah, hackers, yeah.
They are hackers, but it's a different thing. Like they get your email address, okay? They know your birthday and these kind of things, and maybe they know that you're going somewhere, you're applying for a university. Okay, they send a mail regarding the university, but it's not the real university; it's a fake university. It can be any way. It's social engineering. Okay, under that comes diversion theft, phishing,
Sabi daw mga ganyan.
IVR.
Sinisira information, especially may mag-friend sa'yo yung bigla push ka mo. Like, bumili ka mo. Uy, nakita ko yung tech na yun. Usually sa'yo pero or actually, ano siya, parang binayaran siya company para mag-spend more. Kaya kung meron pang mara, sa'yo din kung may bili ng bili ka, baka may bigla mag-friend request ka kasi mag-over. Pero pag inaccept mo siya, legit na siya, mabait siya. Pero parang sabihin, uy, nabasa mo ito, ano kaya? Ganda na ka, binabasa ko ito. Pagkabili mo, joke na yan.
Laro siya sa'yo.
O parang bumili ka more. Yun ang objective ng buy more.
Social engineering.
Yung pala tawag doon.
Social engineering. Not engine.
Scam artist. So, yun pala ang term pala doon.
Social engineering.
Yeah, it's a no. But I want to give you my
Operational procedure.
No, you can just start it.
Sumabit na.
J, Q, J.
Okay, now these are some over-the-head lists. Operational procedures means in case of emergency, things like that, how you should react in an IT environment. They are performed on extreme environments such as squalls, tides, or even during emergencies. Which kind of company does this? You normally have drills, right? In army and navy.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing.
So we can just like
Maybe
you can try.
maybe data security companies, data centers, they should have this kind of things. They will have drills like something they used to practice, right? Somebody is hacking, so they can figure out how.
You just do it. Yeah.
Google always does that, and they give awards to people who can hack their network.
Mike Myers yung paano assess the problem. And then step 1. Tapos sa printer wala. Yung version kasama yung sulat.
Alright, so perform initial analysis, you have to analyze it. Okay, normally if there is some problem or emergency, what do we do? Yeah, normally if there is an emergency or some data is stolen or your computer is crashed, what do you do?
You mean if you're hacked at the moment?
Yeah,
Like that?
so first you have to analyze. Okay, you have to find out the root cause. Okay, you should not just try to fix it. Yeah, first you have to analyze it. You should log it first. You should analyze it. And things like that. Normally, if something is wrong, we just try different things.
Yeah.
And A to Z, we just have okay, fix it.